So Shivam, you asked me about how to brace properly. So bracing, bracing means when you take a deep, you just try to breathe into your belly, and you try to create as much rigidity as possible throughout your whole torso. Like if you search on Google or somewhere there, if you search how to brace properly, they will always talk about this belly part, but no, you have to create a whole lot of tension all throughout your upper body. Like your lats is engaged in your bracing somehow, your abs are engaged, your lower back is engaged, your obliques are engaged. So what we do in bracing, like first you have to breathe into your belly, and you have to try to expand the belly by taking a very deep breath. So you breathe here, you try to breathe into this, expand the stomach when you breathe. I'm breathing in here, I'm not breathing on only into my chest, like no, I'm not doing that. I'm breathing into my abs, into my core, into my belly, and I'm trying to expand it. This is part one of bracing. So most of the time, what YouTubers or Google say, let take a deep belly breath and just try to squat or deadlift or something. But this is only half part of the bracing. What you have to do, you took the air in. Now you have to lock the air into a, like you expanded your belly. Now you have to squeeze in those air in a smaller surface, and it is done by your core muscles. You breathe in, then you squeeze those air with your abs, with your lower back, with your obliques. Try to squeeze those air into a smaller volume. Like this packet is full of air, but when I ask you to make it as much rigid as possible, what you have to do, you have to squeeze the packet by its through, to distribute the pressure in a even distribute the pressure evenly. You have to squeeze the packet from all the sides. So what you have to do, you took in the breath, then you have to squeeze by crunching the abs, crunching the obliques, crunching the lower back, everything simultaneously. You are not doing a hyper extended back, you are not crunching forward, but you are just trying to see. When you do a sit up, you do this. When you do a extension, you do this. But when you take the belly, you take the breath into your belly, then what you have to do, you have to squeeze the abs here, and you have to also squeeze the lower back here, squeeze the obliques. Then you will see you also took the air in, and you are just creating a very rigid core. And try to engage your lats too when you are doing squats. Then your whole upper body will become rigid. So on day one, the bracing may not be perfect, but as the days will progress, your bracing will, it is a skill, so it will get better and better and better. Just what you have to do, you don't have to extend the spine, you don't have to crunch the spine, you just have to take a neutral back. When taking a neutral back, the most desirable thing you want to do, you just have to squeeze these muscles. This is called gluteus maximus. You have to squeeze those muscles. You have to tighten these muscles up. You have to tighten your obliques. You have to tighten your abs. You have to tighten your lower back. So taking the big air one part, just expanding the stomach, then you have to crunch down those. And why a belt will help you to learn the bracing. At first I was very skeptical about beginners using a belt, but now I think they should, because it makes you understand how to do a proper bracing. Like this is the air is here. Now if you put a belt on, like a weight belt on, then you are just, what you are trying to do, you are just putting a rubber band here. Now the belt will push the, you took the air, the belt will also help to lock the air in. So this is why you can use a belt and take the belt here, and when using the belt, you just try to breathe into into the belt. Like when you let me show you the belt. When you breathe with a belt on, you have the belt on. But when you are a beginner, don't just wrap the belt too tight. Just uh, for the first few weeks, just try to create some space like your hand can pass through this belt. Only use this much tight of your belt. Then try to breathe into this belt. Then squeeze those abs and feel how the squeezing actually feels like. So in this is how you will learn how to brace properly. The belt part is, again, I am telling you, it helps, but it is an optional step. You can skip. You can use your core as a bracing tool itself. So you don't have to put on belt in the first session, but if you want to, you can. You absolutely can. And the next question you asked me about how to avoid wrist pain during the bench press one. So when doing bench press, most of the beginner problem is that they take the bar here, like your hand. See, the further you go away from this joint, the more difficult will be when weights get heavy, because you cannot take the bar here, because now from on this joint to this there is a huge momentum. So what you have to do, you have to take a grip such that the bar stays near this part, not toward the fingers. If you take the bar here, it will push you in this direction. But if you take the bar close to this joint, then the bar will be stacked over this forearm bone. So your wrist won't hurt. One way of doing is that you just try to think that I am going to punch someone. I am going to punch someone, because when punching, your wrist will be like this, not like this. So what happens when you do this? The bar automatically comes stacked over your forearms. Another way of doing this, and I personally use that. See, our wrist, though I am telling you to keep the bar here, but our wrist is not even. Like this part is, then here is a dip, then there is a meaty part. So what you have to do, you just think like this. If I tell you to keep the bar here in this direction, see the line, this meaty. If I tell you that keep the bar over this line, so what you have to do, when taking the grip, you just have to rotate this way. See where the line is pointing. Most of the times what people do, they grip like this. Then there is a chance that you may end up doing this, like this kind of grip. But if I tell you align the bar with this line, what you have to do, you just have to rotate your hand a little bit, then you have to take the grip here. And you can experiment with this, and you will see the bar is staying over the forearm bone, or staying stacked over the forearm. So too long didn't read type of summary is that try to keep the bar as close as this joint, and if that is not working, you can try and hold the bar aligned over this line. Like now the line is parallel to the bar, so you have to do what you have to do, you just stack here and then grip, take here, then grip. This is called a bulldog grip. Another question you asked, that how to keep your upper back tight. So when doing bench press, you are asking about how to keep the upper back tight. Just think about the bar like this. When you take the grip, think about the bar and try to spread apart the bar like this. Like you are holding here, but try to break the bar in half by pulling the bar in this direction. You can see whenever you do this, your upper back will be tight automatically, because this motion will require your rear delts, your rhomboids, your traps to tighten up, and now you are creating a stable base to press from. Just try to spread the bar apart like this. Just try to don't actually move your hands, but try to spread the bar like this, like you are just pulling apart the bar. But your when taking this thing on bar, the bar won't, your hand won't move, but you just try to spread apart the bar and you will feel your upper back is tightening up. I hope this helps you as a beginner, and I may upload this video on IGTV or YouTube private. So I hope this helps you a lot, and good luck for your next sessions.